And what happened to many of us? Our lights went out. Oh yeah, well, I've got your solution. We all need flashlights. This is, to say it's a flashlight is the biggest understatement of the year, because this thing is so much more than that. You can do so many things with this, like see it from 5 nautical miles, which sounds crazy, I know. 5 nautical miles, you can see this flashlight. And not only is it a flashlight that has incredible opportunity to open it, close it, use it as a spotlight, widen it, but this is the only one I've ever seen that actually is a lantern as well. And you're gonna see some amazing demos, because when it comes to Bell & Howell, this is the Tac Light, but this is not just the Tac Light you've been seeing on the promos or the infomercials on TV, right? This is the Tac Light Elite, and this is true high performance. 2-pack for $21.45. This is the lowest price we have ever done. That is a brand new price you're looking at right there. And we're gonna do 5 flex payments of, what is it, $4.29. So a great time for you to really get a great solution. Keep one in your car, keep one in your boat, your RV, by your bedside, in the kitchen. Justin Hyatt is joining us here, and I love this thing for so many reasons, not the least of which is the fact that, oh my gosh, it's kind of an all-weather flashlight.
It's an all-everything, all-terrain flashlight. We have it in a solid block of ice. We've actually had this in the freezer, I'm not even kidding with you, for months. In the freezer, it's still working. This is the Tac Light Elite with the torch. This is a step up from the older versions because of that torch light, but if you're thinking of something that is going to be literal, when you think about durability and something that you can depend on, this is the flashlight that you're looking at. This is why Bell & Howell has become so widely popular. But of course, it is a flashlight, so you still want it to be bright. You're gonna be able to see this from 5 nautical miles away because it has something very unique. You can actually zoom in and out with this. So to make it a wider spotlight, you can go ahead and zoom out. And if you want to zoom in, you just simply pull it out. When you pull it out, it gives you access to that torch. Now there's 3 different settings right here. You can have high, medium, and or low. You have strobe light as well. So if you're in an emergency, if you want to put one in your vehicle and to be seen in a wintertime, if you go off the road because of the ice, you want to be able to see, you use this, as well as SOS, perfect for RVs, boats, whatever you're thinking. And then of course, if you need to be out in the rain, out in the water because of those storms, because you lost power, this is something that is going to be able to be durable enough for you. We have it in a block of ice, but you can even put it in water and even submerge it in some water, which we're gonna do for you in just a second. You can submerge it in water for up to 5 seconds, but to me, this is the idea of, if I wanna be able to put something or not have to worry about a flashlight that's gonna stop working on me because I go out in the rain, because I drop it in a puddle, this is something that's gonna continue to work for you day in and day out. And one last cool thing, before I keep going, is it has a magnet on the back. So if you want to be able to put it on a magnet or even use that torch and be able to hang it on the little lanyard that comes with it, you can use that as well.
What a great design this is. 2 of these for $21 and some change. Best price we have ever done, lowest price ever, just reduced. And you're really gonna get something that you're gonna use constantly. This is the flashlight to end all flashlights. I actually have a friend who sells marine lighting. And it's marine lighting for barges, okay, the big dogs, okay, out on the ocean. And he was telling me now that he sells some and they're like, you know, 5 nautical miles and this and that. And I was like, wow, I'm so impressed by that. And of course, they're hundreds of dollars, right? And then I find out this is 5 nautical miles. You can see this from 5 nautical miles away. It's about $10.50 or so each. This is your time to really get something that'll make a difference. I mean, get rid of those other flashlights. They don't work. They're like, it's like a birthday candle. You know, you turn it on and you're waiting for the big flood of light and it's like, yeah, just like a little candle right there. This is a serious light that can be seen from 5 nautical miles that you can use, whether it's freezing, whether it's in water, you name it, you can use it. And we have a limited lifetime warranty on something that literally is like 11 bucks and 50 cents each or something, I don't know. But it's just so crazy affordable and something each and every one of us has to have.
Oh, well, it still is a block of ice.
You gotta have a flashlight. Yeah, but the flashlights are still frozen. The frozen flashlight.
I wasn't kidding. This is
You're
a solid
not
block of ice.
kidding.
It is. I'm not kidding when I say it's been in the freezer for months. It really, truly has, and still works. So if a freezer is basically your trunk, if you live up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, if you live up in the Midwest and it gets cold and you want to just leave your flashlight because you are getting two, this is something that you don't have to worry about in extreme weather. You can put it in water. You can put it in ice. If you're thinking about putting on a boat, we have tons of flashlights we've gone through on our boat. Because if it gets wet one time, they stop working.
Right.
The other thing too is you talked about
Just the weather and the salt air and everything.
Yeah.
Everything degrades on a boat. But I mean,
all the time.
right.
So, which is why you always need a flashlight, because you're always going under the boat to work on something. So if you are somebody who's working on something constantly. And the other thing too is it's nice and lightweight. So if you're using it just every day, I use a flashlight every night when I'm going to walk the dog.
6 ounces.
6 ounces, and the reason why it's, it's snail season. You don't want to step on the snails on the sidewalk.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
See
the things you learn here on HSN. Where would you even know that?
Where would you know
Thank
that?
you, Justin. We will be watching out for the snails on the sidewalk.
That was my way of just putting it out there for everybody. But just be able to see where you're walking at night. This is a perfect flashlight, especially when you're walking the dog. If you live in a large urban area where there's not a lot of light, this is great, especially because the distance. So if you do have a dog, if you do a big backyard, you want to be able to see. You can go ahead and zoom in and zoom out. And I think in a second we're going to drop the lights because I want to show you that zoom in and zoom out feature because it's amazing. So you can have kind of like a floodlight, or you can really zoom in. And the reason why you can do that is because it's an LED, and it's using that LED, that extreme brand new LED. It's an SMD surface mounted diode. So it's going to be significantly brighter than your just regular incandescent light. And you can see when I'm zooming in, zoom out. I'm going to go to the back wall here. So as you can see, I kind of have it as a little bit of a floodlight. Now, what I'm going to do now, I can zoom in, zoom out even wider, but I can also zoom in all the way. So when I zoom in all the way, that's where I'm talking about, where you can truly see a long distance. And by long distance, if we say 5 nautical miles away, if you're thinking, what's 5 nautical miles? It's about 5.5 miles. So if you want to have that floodlight, you can even zoom even wider. If you want to zoom in all the way, 100 times zoom, you can do that with your LED, with your Bell & Howell.
5.5 miles?
I know, is that crazy?
It's really, it's just one of those products that truly, once you understand what has changed in technology when it comes to lighting technology has come a long way in the last few years. LED has changed everything. But LED, this is like LED on steroids, because Bell & Howell has then taken it to a whole different level. This is not plastic. This is not that plastic that's going to degrade. This is metal. It's got that great feature right here where you really do have a lantern, a big light right there, and just such a clever design, because then it becomes very compact, fits in the palm of your hand. So truly, you will keep this in your glove compartment. If you want to buy a couple of sets of these, they really make fantastic gifts. I'm not talking about a gift like, oh, it's your birthday, give this to your daughters, to your sons, to your kids, to your grandkids, even if they want to read in bed. You know, some of them get scared in the dark. I still get scared in the dark. I don't care. I want lights everywhere.
Kids love flashlights.
They love flashlights. But look at this. And these batteries, you have to add 3 AAA batteries. The batteries will last such a long time because of the LED lights in it. Because of the LED, right.
Because, when we had incandescent bulbs, this isn't even a bulb. If you drop it, the bulb breaks, so you have to replace the bulb. We never know where to replace this bulb. And then the batteries, you constantly have to replace them. They're heavier because you're usually using D batteries. 3 AAA batteries is going to last forever. If you're feeling like this in the wintertime, oftentimes you lose power in those winter storms. How about in those summer storms? Every single day there's an opportunity to lose power. We don't ever know why. I want to set this down. Can you do this with your flashlight? Can you be able to set this in the middle of a table and enjoy an actual light without having to figure out where to aim it? With that lantern, you're going to be able to set that up so you're really getting 2 flashlights in one. So you're really getting 4 lights with what we're offering today.
You're getting 4 lights, but really you're getting 8 lights because we're doubling the offer. So you're going to get 2 of these included at the lowest price we've done. This is a brand new markdown that we've just done on a clearance price of $21.45. We have that flex payment available as well, but I believe the flex payment is only available for today. It ends at midnight. So take advantage of that. Pick up a couple of sets of these. You'll want them absolutely everywhere. You've never experienced a lighting solution
Yes.
like this. This is truly your lighting solution.
It totally is. Durable, dependable. It's Bell & Howell, and this is the next step up with the Tac Light Elite.
Gonna love it. Justin,
Thank you.
for getting up early with us on this Sunday morning.
I love getting up early.
Love it when we get to solve problems for you, and we do have some great problem solvers.